Hey everybody, welcome to Now It's Dark. I'm Jim, and I just got back from a flea market and thrift store run. I went to 2 flea markets despite the weather, and 3 Goodwills. And Goodwill in my area does this thing on Sundays where they have what's called Dollar Days, and there's a particular color sticker that is reduced in price to $1. And I picked up some stuff. So I will. This is all kind of in a jumbled mess. I got so many VHS tapes this week, though. Really happy with that. I got another McDonald's bucket for $1.32. I don't know. I'm just crazy about them. I think they just look cool. I've already got like the full set, but a couple more. Also, they had this board game for the Powerpuff Girls, and it had a pink sticker on it, which was making it only $1. So I picked it up. It was in horrible shape. You can see from this picture maybe. It was very, very water damaged, but the box itself was very heavy, so I knew that it must have inside the uh, things that I really, really wanted, which are these little plastic characters of the Powerpuff Girls. So to get these 3 individual Powerpuff Girls for $1 was definitely worth it. They're super clean. The board game was very, very complicated. I remember, I think I had it actually when it first came out, and there were so many pieces to it, but you had to build like this cardboard diorama, and those characters would go through it, and just a lot of work. Um, let's see. Let me move some things aside here. I'll try to keep it between thrift store and um, flea market. So I picked up another Ouija board. I actually haven't opened this yet, even to see. It feels like everything's in there, but the planchette is always a hit or miss. This is not my preferred style. Oh, wow, this has a very cool planchette with the batteries still in it. I don't remember. I don't think I've actually ever looked. I'm going to take these batteries out because I don't want any crazy shenanigans going on. Um, and here is the board. So the board is in there, and that's good. The board is important, but this is very cool, and it feels like it compresses so that maybe it let out a scream or something. I don't know, but let me see. Did I mention how much this was? $5.28, which is a good price considering this is normally a $28 at regular retail price. I picked up at the thrift store these 3 VHS tapes. I got The Mummy. This is the Brendan Fraser one. This was 99 cents. I got a copy of Silence of the Lambs. I think I do have this one already, but I got it again. And then my streak of picking up Scooby-Doo tapes is continuing. This is only 99 cents. Winter Wonder Dog. And I don't know if you remember, if you watched my last flea market thrift store haul, I gave you that secret hack on buying for 99 cents other movies with the clamshells, so that if you buy one that's damaged, you can just change it out, which is what I did in this case. Uh, so I have one more extra nice clean clamshell if I do end up picking another one up that has some damage. So I think that was it for the thrift store. So not a whole lot from the 3. It was actually pretty crazy in there to go on a Sunday when they're doing that dollar days. So at the flea markets, I got hooked in a 50-cent bin of random toys. So the lady was 2 for $1, and I was like, okay. But then I was digging in and there was some like really big cool stuff like this crate creature. This is a battery operated crate creature. Um, and it was 50 cents. Unfortunately, when I opened it up in the back here to put some batteries in it, it had been pretty rusted out in there, and batteries definitely were not working. But it's kind of a cool little crate creature for 50 cents. And then they had this cool skull, and this is like a speaker, and it has inputs. It does power up, but it doesn't play any kind of music that I could tell. It has the auxiliary button. I can't tell if this is Bluetooth. Maybe I'll try it again and try to scan my phone for nearby Bluetooth devices. But 50 cents just to have this skull alone was pretty cool, in my opinion. A couple of hero items. This is a Q-Fig Hulk statue kind of thing. It's funny because last week when I was there for $1, I got Doctor Strange with the box. This week I got the Hulk for 50 cents with no box, which is fine because I display them out of the box. Then we have a Tweety Bird as Harley Quinn, which is kind of um, throwback to also some items I got last week were the fast food Looney Tunes characters as DC heroes. So that's kind of cool, 50 cents. And then this is really neat. This guy wanted like $5 for it. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, what do you want to give me for it? I was like, I don't know, like 50 cents? He's like, okay, but you got to take one more item. So I bought this for 50 cents from $5 he had on it. And it's a finger puppet. Obviously, I can't tell if it's Frankenstein or if it's a zombie. Let me know in the comments down below. Like the short sleeves make me think zombie, but it's kind of cool. At any rate, I picked up this Imagine Next. It's not Green Lantern. I think this is the Phosphorus Man. I don't know. It's from the Imaginext for sure. It's got a skeleton head, so I went for it. At another booth, I found this extremely cool Fry Guy from the old days. To find this purple is very rare. I have some of the other colors in my collection. I've never had the purple. Happy to get that. This was also labeled $5, but I did get them to give it to me for $1. So that was pretty cool. And then I just picked up a ton of uh, VHS tapes. So I've got some VHS tapes that are pretty cool. Um, and this was $1. This is Doctor Who. And it's the Tom Baker era, which was the first Doctor Who that I was exposed to, or whatever. He didn't expose himself, but I was exposed to him. And we have Bram Stoker's Dracula, pretty cool copy. I'm pretty sure I have this already, but sometimes you just get in the heat of the moment, and sometimes you can upgrade your condition. And then I was so super surprised to get this. I definitely have this already. For some reason, this red across the top doesn't look familiar, so I'll have to check and see if this is a different version. But for only $1 to get The Exorcist, it's literally the scariest movie of all time for $1. All right, and then this, so that was Flea Market, and then this was another thrift store. This was, the other stuff was Goodwill. This was Salvation Army. They sell their VHS tapes for 25 cents a piece, but you have to get four. It's four for $1. So I picked up, I only want, the one that I wanted, I'm going to show you last, but I ended up picking up a couple of other tapes, but Animal House with this cool kind of reflective special edition cover. This is Universal, digitally remastered. It's got kind of a neat clamshell case to it. Honestly, full disclosure, I've never seen this movie, and I don't know that I like frat boy movies. I like Revenge of the Nerds. I don't think this is on that level. I liked Porky's. I don't think this is on that level, but this is probably the uh, more well liked, better, well, whatever, you know what I'm saying. And then I picked up 2 more copies each of the Terminator. These were very decent shape. The covers did look a little different, so that was 1, and then here is 2. Like, I don't think the copies that I have this silver lining. It does say it's a limited edition, so it may be. But the copy, the VHS that I picked up first, that caused me to buy those other 3, was this Abbott and Costello. It's a 55-minute black and white. And this right here caught my eye. I was like, what is going on? Well, it turns out that Abbott and Costello appear as guests in this episode that's hosted by Kifi Brazil, Sonia Henne, Queen of the Ice Rink, is also on hand for several large-scale musical numbers. However, the highlight is Abbott and Costello touring a movie studio's horror prop department, where the pair meet an assortment of terrors, including the television debut of The Creature from the Black Lagoon. So this would have been the very first television appearance of The Creature from the Black Lagoon, and Abbott and Costello have a long-running history of having done Universal Monster crossovers, Invisible Man. They meet all of the monsters in the Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, and I think that their bit on this was called Africa Screams, was the episode in this kind of collection of episodes. But so I had to have it just for the Black Lagoon creature part. So at any rate, that's this haul for now. I'm not sure when I'll make it back to the flea market again. I paid again probably $20 for all of this stuff, and I just find that to be such a fun day for me. I was out for a very long time, just kind of doing retail therapy, and what better way than picking up like 50-cent items at a flea market for, to kill some time. Let me know in the comments down below what was your favorite item, what did you think of the prices, and keep checking back to the channel for more great stuff.